Hi Denise, how you doing? So I started reading your work, excuse me, and I started writing out my responses, and I thought, I'm going to make a video because I think it's going to make a lot more sense to you. Excuse me. And the reason I say that, Denise, is because I don't think you're really following the intent of the assignment. The assignment is this: is that okay? You're going to pick one of these controversial topics, okay, and you're going to expose it, or an informational campaign, or a you're going to try to stop it, or you're going to try to promote it. You're going to say something about one of the things in this list. You have picked corporate social responsibility. Okay, so what we do there is we find websites of examples of, okay, first of all, you get, for corporate social responsibility, you have to decide one thing. What do you want to say? I'm sorry, I keep bouncing back and forth here. But what exactly do you want to say? And who do you want to say it to? Okay, so figure out what you want to say. Corporate, I'm going to give you an example, okay? Corporate social responsibility. I want to say too many American companies, let me rephrase that. I want to say several American companies are leading the way in corporate social responsibility, and other companies worldwide should follow from their lead. Okay? So that's my grassroots campaign. That's where I want to go to this trade show, and I want to say that American companies, I want to show you some examples of American companies that are doing great, and I give you examples. Okay, so I'm going to build a trade show booth, and in that trade show booth, it's got to be built sustainably, but I want to give examples of how a couple of American companies are socially responsible and how other companies should follow suit, right? So I would find 10 sites of American companies that are socially responsible. All right. And I would research all of those. Okay. At that point, after I have my 10 sites, I would say, you're not, the idea here isn't to invent a company, or that's not the idea. The idea here is to go into a trade show designing and developing one of these ideas. Okay. So the example I've given you, we would take this part of the assignment and we would say you're brainstorming for your, so that is your example for your trade show. Okay. And you can use it if you want. I don't care. That's fine. But, then what you would do is you would give us 10, your sketches of your giveaway and your information collateral and your booth. But make sure that their sustainable and environmentally responsible designs all the way through. Okay. Here's a couple examples. All I did is I just went over here and I Googled this, corporate social responsibility. And I clicked on the first site and it says corporate social responsibility, definitions, blah, blah, blah. What is it? And I read through this site, and I think you should do the same thing. I think you should research corporate social responsibility so you have a really good idea of exactly what it means. Okay, here's some really good examples. And these are American companies that have a very high CSR. That's corporate social responsibility status. So, there's some examples of exactly what I was just talking about. Okay, so try to redevelop your approach. I'd like to see you resubmit, and try to develop your approach more along the lines of promoting this idea, or this idea of corporate social responsibility, instead of trying to invent a company that goes out and sets up old folks' apartments. Am I making sense? I hope so. If not, feel free to give me a holler, and I'll see if I can clarify that a little further. Okay, thank you very much.